Hello leaders, this is your preparation guide for Manhood Talks Week 3. Kris Langham with you once again as we continue the conversation on manhood. Week 3 is all about being remade in God's image. Once again, we're reviewing the week behind us as we've just walked through the heart of the gospel. We saw the image of God broken by sin, and then Jesus gave us hope. In his resurrection, we find new life, and we are remade in his image. It was a big week with lots to unpack. So our goal this week is identity formation, or rather reformation. We want each young man to see the power of Jesus' resurrection and begin seeing himself remade in God's image. The most important things for you to review are the heart of the gospel in Romans 3:20 and that beautiful passage in Colossians 3:10 about Jesus renewing us in his image. I also recommend, again, that you watch the group video so you know what's coming. This week, Gabriel shares some of his testimony, another powerful one. Once again, you can find a link to a longer interview with Gabriel on the manhoodtalks.com. From gang life to prison to an incredible redemption to freedom and even reconnection with the man he shot. Once again, highly recommend. Now, as usual, a rundown for the meeting is provided on manhoodtalks.com. You can print the PDF or follow on your phone. Prepare the group challenge, look over the questions, and this week's discussion will again be reviewing answers to questions we had throughout the week. Specifically, we want you to focus on the Day 6 journal about identity and seeing yourself the way God sees you. This is really key. This is where real transformation happens. If you can help your men truly see themselves through God's eyes and make that their identity, to see God's image in their self-image, that's the game changer. Change what he sees in the mirror, and you change his whole life. And by the way, this is a great time to ask yourself what you see in the mirror. Do you see God's image in yourself? And how does that change you? And speaking of discussion, it is time for this week's group leader tip of the week. This week's tip is how to create a safe space for open discussion. And the basic answer is in our rules of engagement. Speak with grace. In fact, speak as if you can see God's image in them. If you see it, they'll see it too. Listen with humility. Remind them that sometimes wrong answers are the only path to getting it right. So speak up. And of course, no shaming. Guys love trash talk. They just do, and they will go too far. So you set the boundaries. I remember reading a scientific study that found that kids who wrestle with their dad when they're small grow up less violent and more self-controlled because dad taught them boundaries. They learned when to stop. That's your role in these discussions. They will cross the line. They're boys. They will turn the word manhood into a euphemism and derail the conversation. Don't shame them. Just set a clear boundary and challenge them to act like men. Boys respond to that. And that's it, guys. Have another blessed meeting, and I'll see you at the Manhood Talks.